business today's golden nugget even of business education with me, Julie Cameron, a business growth specialist with Action Coach Solihull. So this week we've been talking about direct marketing and generating those leads through direct marketing campaigns. And as I've said previously, there are 4 main methodologies in direct marketing. The one that we're going to look at today is mail. Is that nice bit of chunky mail that comes through your door being delivered by the postman. Now, many of you out there, I'm sure over the last year and a half, the last 18 months or so, have kind of gone, well, we've stopped mailing out to our clients. We've stopped sending out anything through the post. Now, and again, you could possibly argue that over the last number of years, actually, people have stopped sending mail and been using email more as a direct marketing campaign. Now, there is an argument about email versus mail. However, I want you all to think that if something dropped on your mat today, how would that make you feel? You know, it's no longer in the kind of excess. We no longer get an excess volume of mail come through the post. No. Would that make you stand out? Would that make you different from your competitors? Well, quite possibly, yes. Would it mean that that person would open it up and have a look? Quite possibly, yes. In comparison to the 20 odd emails that they're getting on a daily basis, saying the same thing as what you're saying. You know, so actually mail does work. Flyers work, catalogues work, lumpy mail works. Now, you know, I've got a classic example in my house at the moment. You know, we got a catalogue through from a very well-known toy shop, and my little boy's loved it. He's absolutely loved it. And it means that from me, he's marked on it. He's said what he'd like for birthday, Christmas, etc., etc. And I've used it. Now, if I hadn't have got that catalogue through, do I think I would have purchased as much things from that shop? Probably not. So therefore, the kind of the purpose of sending that catalogue out has worked for me personally. Now, lumpy mail. Let's talk about lumpy mail. What is lumpy mail? Well, lumpy mail is when you send a letter with something in that letter to make that mail a little bit lumpy. And it means that it stands out. It adds something a little bit different to your prospective lead or prospect. We often say with lumpy mail, just do that with a small campaign. Absolutely pointless spending a fortune on something going into mail and sending it out to 100 people when it potentially might not work. Therefore, sending it out to a small campaign is absolutely amazing. Now, classic examples of lumpy mail is, Brad Sugars always uses 2 examples that spring to mind. One is he was inviting some people to an event that he was hosting. And we always say about getting your invitation on a silver platter. So he bought some silver platters, he put the invitations, stuck them on, put them in a box, couriered those boxes to those clients. They opened it up, and there it was, their invitation to the event on a silver platter. You know, did he get everybody there? Quite possibly, yes. You know, it's thinking a little bit outside the box, but how much of a wow would that be for your clients if you sent them an invitation on a silver platter? You know, he also did a small campaign to, I'm sure it was about 10 people, saying that he would give his right arm to work with them. And he sent them prosthetic right arms. You know, very expensive campaign, but his return on investment was huge because all 10 people signed up to him to become a client. Did it make them smile? Yes, it did. Did he think out of his box? Yes, he did. Okay, so think about what offer you're going to send out into your lumpy mail. We've done it quite small in certain respect by getting heart chocolates, for example. In our letter, it was, are you still in love with your business? So a little bit cheeky, a little bit tongue-in-cheek, a little bit cheesy, but it works. Makes people smile, makes you remember who sent you them. But I can't stress this enough, work out your figures. And by that I mean is, what is the cost to get the lumpy mail sent out? What is the cost of the catalogues? What is the cost of the flyers? What is it? What is the cost of that? And how many people do you need to sign up from that campaign to get your return on investment? Now, again, I say that a little bit kind of, a bit apprehensive, a bit with apprehension, I suppose, because sometimes it's not just looking at the return on investment from that one sale, it's whether that person's going to be a repeat customer and also the lifetime value of that customer. So those are the things that you need to ask yourself. For example, if you spent £100 on that lumpy mail campaign and what they're buying is £50, but you know that they're going to rebuy in 2 months' time, in 4 months' time, and the lifetime value of that customer is £500, then why wouldn't you? So it's thinking and looking out of working out those figures in order to work out whether it's a good idea to send that lumpy mail. We always talk about being personalised. Personalise the letters, personalise the lumpy mail in the fact that it's handwritten. We send things out in bright blue envelopes, it gets seen. Be creative, make sure that it is seen by people so that when you come on to the next strategy, which is telephone, when people are using that phone and they're saying, I'm phoning about the letter, the mail that was sent, they say, well, I don't know why we haven't seen it. Well, it's in the bright blue envelope. It's handwritten. It's got the chocolate in it. Oh, yes. The more inclined to talk to you, the more inclined to get past that gatekeeper. So there we go. Today's golden nugget of business education, all about mail campaigns and direct marketing to generate those leads and prospects. So that's me, Julie Cameron, a business growth specialist with Action Coach Solihull. Join me tomorrow when we'll be talking some more golden nuggets of business education. Thank you.